You might have heard Amber had an injury from a training session for a New York City marathon. That's the alleged story. That's what she said. I'm not sure about it. Gonna talk about something here related. There's a book festival, or I should say, literature festival, and we know Amber's an avid reader, so of course, she probably really wanted to go. But as you know, for a while now, as we saw in the Daily Mail, some other publications, some videos on YouTube, and things like that, she hasn't been in great shape. So, you know, common sense would say she'd probably sit it out. Of course, she wouldn't go there and take pictures and smile and everything and not have the crutches, unless, of course, there was a medical miracle and she healed just in time for this literature festival. That could be. Who's to say? But I don't know. That would be a little fishy, I guess. So this here's a tweet from Beatrix Kiddo. I guess it's called an X now, not exactly sure. Anyway, so Scrambler threw away her crutches, which she used just a couple of days ago, and flew to UK to join the other scam. Okay, well, yeah, the opinion is some of these authors here aren't writing the best stuff, the most factual stuff. I'm not so sure about it. I don't read the stuff. Doesn't look great though. Here we see it. She's posing with, I assume, the author of this book, How Many More Women, which is about, well, DV, things like that. And I guess my rough estimate, I'm not completely sure, don't quote me, but it's about all these women who went through situations of DV and how many more until people believe them or something like that. Well, the answer is infinite. There's no number. We need to see the evidence in each individual case. That's the only way we could go as a society. In the future, if we have a better system, maybe evidence will be easier to get somehow, and we can just prove it off the bat, go to court. Okay, but we're not there yet. So in this case, or I should say, in this time, we still need evidence. Haven't read the book, can't criticize, details, but I'd guess, I'd bet good money there's not a chapter dedicated to evidence and actually proving it. And Alex says, another medical miracle. What are the odds that keeps happening to AH? And Beaches Kiddo also says, a miracle. And yeah, the timing is pretty fishy, I must say. I'm walking on crutches, having paparazzis take my picture, I guess hoping for sympathy and things like that. But then a book fair comes up that I want to go to, and I'm healed. It's gone. Just like that. Fly to the UK. Sure. Maybe the timing was perfect. And Lisa says that Amica cream must work slower in Europe. Okay, I get it. Haha. And Kazba says, doesn't Winnie have another child and husband somewhere? I find it hard to see a family being willingly separated at the behest of you-know-who. They use the T word, I don't use it so much. Many scenarios come to mind. I am surprised that she was not a guest speaker about her experience of DV. Well, maybe she doesn't want to take it to that level, because if she did speak, it'd get more attention than a photo she posted on her Instagram, by the way, on her stories. Well, that book needs a booster because everyone knows it's a scam. Bless their socks, they're trying hard. Unfortunately, the footage of the outpouring support has mysteriously been lost. I love how she put it on her stories and no actual posting, laugh out loud, which is what I just said. It's in her Instagram stories, but not as an Instagram post. I don't use Instagram so much, I don't know so much about it, but I guess a post gets a lot more attention and views than the stories, which is a little more under the table. That is, Shitney is not her only free punching bag to cope with a bad mood. Anger, fury, of which she must have so many, but also a free assistant. I wonder where everyone else disappeared. Yes, we've said that, I've said that. Where are her friends now? She was a special guest in the crowd, she just showed up, doesn't sound like she was invited, just wanted to go get her ass in a photo. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Either way, I'm not prying. Was she invited? Was she not? It seemed like they were happy she showed up, so there is that. But the point here is the miraculous timing of the injury that healed. And this person says, just saw it on Instagram, shouldn't speak at all. Right, I know. That's deliberate. I'm sure she didn't want to. If she spoke, there would be millions of clips on the internet about her speaking. Whatever she said would come out wrong. So I don't blame her. All right. Outpouring of support. Wonder how many questions for her had to be removed. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, the people there are probably mostly her type, her fans on her side. I don't think, let's just say Johnny fans or actual victims would gather there and gobble up this book and this crap. Jane says, I feel sick. Midnight Rider says, what courage? She finally came out and admitted she is SCUM and a liar during the trial. Then, yes, she has courage to admit that. They're talking out of their ass and doing it for attention, and it's bad how clear it is. Yeah, I could agree with that. You got it, Midnight Reader. Did I say Midnight Rider? Because, that's a thing, Midnight Rider, Midnight Reader. Almost an outtake. All right, let's keep going. So that's the deal. People like to come around and say, why are we still talking about Amber, this and that? Well, first of all, some people just don't give up. Some people don't let it go. It's in their nature. I guess I'm one of them. Secondly, we want to keep just pounding it in. Looks like this is a similar pattern to what we've seen before. Anyway, if you're not subscribed here, consider it. That's all I got for now. If you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.